Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments channel. Have you ever seen a small touch that speaks louder than 1,000 words? When Jimin touched Jungkook's shoulder, many thought it was just a coincidence, but not us, the Jikookers. Behind the camera flashes and staff directions, there are hidden gestures not everyone notices. Today, we're going to break down those ordinary moments that, in reality, hold extraordinary meaning. Get ready to feel all the emotions because what you're about to see might just change the way you see them forever. When Jimin touched Jungkook, it wasn't by chance. Even the staff on set seemed to notice that. In what seemed like a normal scene during filming, when a staff member asked Jungkook to relax his eyes, something more profound happened. Jimin, who was very close to him, reacted instantly and without hesitation. He leaned in and gently patted Jungkook's shoulder, a personal gesture meant to comfort him. Touches like these are common between close friends, but in Jimin and Jungkook's case, they hold deeper meaning. What's even more interesting is Jungkook's reaction. Though brief, his expression softened. A faint smile appeared, as if that small touch was enough to make him feel safe and comforted. What makes Jikookers even more intrigued is how the staff seemed to be fully aware of the potential reactions such a moment could evoke. Many believe that Jimin's closeness wasn't purely spontaneous, but something natural born from the deep connection they share. Even the staff giving the instructions might have had other intentions, perhaps to create a moment of closeness that wouldn't seem like a technical setup. And this isn't the first time. Over time, it has become more apparent that the people around them are also aware that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship goes beyond just typical friendship. These little moments, brief, simple, yet full of meaning, always leave a lasting impression. When Jimin looked at Jungkook, he could only lower his gaze and smile, as if he completely understood the meaning behind that look. Even a simple question like, "Are you cold?" feels completely different when it comes from Jimin. Jungkook responded shortly, seemingly surprised to receive that kind of attention. But what happened next further emphasized their bond. Jimin responded by saying he's never felt cold since birth. It sounded like a joke, but the way he said it, his tone, his body language, and his intense gaze, implied something much deeper. It wasn't just small talk, it was an invitation to get closer. Jungkook, visibly flustered but sweet, lowered his eyes. Jimin's gaze was so direct and open, as if it cut through all barriers. Jungkook couldn't do anything but smile, his typical reaction when he feels exposed by Jimin. Then Jimin asked, "Is your name Boy?" A confusing, even provocative question, but it didn't upset anyone. On the contrary, Jungkook responded with laughter and fanned Jimin with his hand, a playful gesture, but also one of affection. They laughed together, exchanged looks, as if they shared a secret language only the two of them understood. What stands out most is that Jimin knows exactly what he's doing. Every move seems intentional, not just to joke, but to create intimacy. He uses ambiguous phrases, expressive looks, and body language that conveys more than words ever could. And Jungkook? He never rejects it. He always responds, with smiles, laughter, and openness. One of the most telling moments of their dynamic happened during Suga's concert. Jimin shared that he had been boxing with Jungkook and hurt his hand a little. He mentioned it casually, but the reaction of those around him was surprising. Taehyung, as a close friend, immediately grabbed Jimin's hand to see the injury. But what happened next changed everything. Jungkook stepped in, looked at the wound, and subtly moved Taehyung's hand aside so he could hold Jimin's hand himself. What looked like a simple gesture was actually a silent statement. Jungkook didn't want anyone, not even Taehyung, to touch Jimin too much. He didn't say a word, but his expression said it all. It wasn't just about the injury, it was about a sense of possessiveness and care that went beyond the ordinary. What's interesting is that Jimin didn't seem surprised. He let Jungkook hold his hand naturally, as if it was the most normal thing. And for them, maybe it is. As if this kind of relationship is a part of their everyday lives that needs no explanation. Another thing that makes fans even more certain there's something deeper between them is how the staff and crew react. No one stopped the scene, no one scolded or interrupted. Everything went on as usual. As if everyone already knew, and quietly accepted, that Jimin and Jungkook's closeness is real. Not acting, not fan service, but a reflection of a genuine bond. Every gesture, though seemingly simple, holds a meaning that only careful eyes can catch. The language they use is different. There are no explicit words, no direct confessions, and that's precisely where the power lies. It's as if they speak in a secret code, through glances, pauses, and laughter that only they understand. Jimin often looks at Jungkook with a mix of confidence and affection. His gaze isn't fleeting, isn't random. It's sharp, focused, and overwhelms Jungkook in the softest way. Jungkook doesn't respond with words, but with a shy smile, a wave of his hand, the typical reaction when Jimin makes him feel burned without any heat. Questions like, "What if you call yourself a boy?" may sound funny, but they're delivered in a nuanced context, with sharp gazes and teasing body language. It's a form of gentle provocation, and Jungkook, instead of pulling away, responds with smiles and interest. Their relationship is full of layers. When Jimin mentioned boxing with Jungkook, he wasn't just sharing a fact. He was revealing something more personal, an activity involving physical closeness, trust, and the result, a small wound that became a mark of a shared experience. Not everyone does something like this with a group mate, but Jimin and Jungkook do, and they're comfortable sharing it publicly. After the moment with Taehyung, Jimin and Jungkook seemed even closer during the concert. They didn't keep their distance, didn't hide their interactions. On the contrary, they looked happy to be near each other, laughing, talking, and sharing moments as if there was nothing to hide. Even the other members' reactions reinforced the idea that their relationship isn't a secret. Everyone seemed used to their closeness, maybe even silently supporting it. To many people, this may just be a series of cute and sweet moments. But for Jikookers who've followed them closely, these are pieces of evidence that their relationship is more than just friendship. Their connection is built on trust, comfort, and a wordless language. And most importantly, they've never tried to hide it, because maybe, to them, it truly is real. In a world full of spotlights and neatly written scripts, it's the unspoken language that feels the most honest. Jimin and Jungkook never said anything directly, but through their glances, touches, and little laughs, we know there's something more. If you feel it too, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because here, we dive deeper into their story, beyond what's seen on the surface. See you in the next video, only on Jikook Moments, where every second, every glance, carries a truth that can't be denied.